right after I won the nationals, I moved, and we moved to Salem Arms, back to Salem Arms.
Okay.
So when I transferred to Seago, they printed. Like they was making copies of the newspaper and passing them out to the school, like the kids. So kids was like, "Oh my god!" So I was like, "Yeah, you feel me?" So like I'm at Seago now, you feel me? So that's completely different from Murphy, you feel me?
I know, trust
So
me.
I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm popular now, you feel me? And that was the start of it, you feel me?
Nah, I asked that because like when you in school and you're an athlete. So
Yeah.
let's say you're Laney. Laney playing, so when you see them have a good game, say dunk
Facts.
somebody or 30 points, is that in third. When it's boxing, like how do they know, like your credentials as far as boxing goes?
Cause I Google, Google. Like I was making the newspaper, I was making the news, I was making the internet. Like I was like Tiana Taylor say, like Google me, baby. Like I had my stats as a youth is still on Google. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like, and that ain't going nowhere. You feel me? So like a lot of times when I did something major, it was in the news on the newspaper, and then kids would go search it on the internet, and then my fights would be on YouTube. And that like man, just watching this whole social media thing actually be born.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
crazy.
And and that's how it all happened. You feel me? Like I say, man, I came up on the old platforms, like I said, I was in the newspapers, like newspaper articles and in the news.
I remember back then. Remember when like being on a Chronicle was a big deal.
Big deal,
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
I don't think kids care now
Yeah,
so much.
exactly. But
we
that
just cut it out and put it on our wall.
wall, exactly,
Y'all made
man. I had all my articles, man. All my articles, I had them in an envelope. I was actually doing a project on myself, and that's when my car got stolen from Butler. So all my articles got
No,
stolen.
I never heard that. What happened?
Yeah, man, my car got stolen twice at Butler, man. I had a
Like your
Bubba.
doors or something?
Nah, man, it was just a nice car. It was an old school car. It was a '94 Bubba Chevy. I was all cream white 22s. I was in 10th grade driving. They stole that bitch.
Yeah, I bet. Not today.
Not today, Jay.
That's not funny. Not funny. I ain't trying to laugh.
I know the first time they stole it from school, the dudes jumped out of it. You feel me? And then the second time they stole it, it was senior night at Butler, and that was a cool thing, cause like even as like a high school athlete, like senior night, they acknowledged me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like on the football field, they'll let me walk down with my belts and stuff. Just give me some credit. So that was kind of cool for Butler to do, and they stole it that night.
What you go pro, right?
Yeah.
So what's the process on there as far as you just going pro?
Oh man, first of all, it's people like I'm gonna just put this out here because a lot of people don't know like how boxing works. It's just like anything else. It's JUCO, D1, NBA. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's so you might have a professional fighter who was fighting on a regional platform, you feel me? And then you got ones that's fighting like, okay, you D1, you playing for Cal, you playing for UNC, you feel me? So what happened was I was a very successful amateur boxer, and man, boxing is a lot of politics, even in the amateurs. So it was the JOs, I was fighting and not the JOs, I was fighting in the USA Open Men, and that is how you get on the Olympic team. And I had fought a guy named David Grayton, and it's a point system. And I felt like I was robbed, that happens a lot in boxing. Like they give you a bad decision. So I was like, man, I want to go pro. Like, you feel me? They was like, all right, we're gonna look into it. So I told Tom I want to go pro. So he ended up reaching out to Ronnie Shields, who ended up being my first trainer. And Ronnie was like, man, this kid can fight. Like, his kid can fight. I'm gonna reach out to Al. And Al Heyman, for those who don't know who Al Heyman is, Al Heyman is the biggest boxing guru in the world. You feel me?
I heard his name before.
He manages Floyd Mayweather. That's how everybody know. He manages Floyd Mayweather. He is the man behind Premier Boxing Champions, the umbrella I'm fighting up under. So Al Heyman is like the NBA. You feel me? So you know what I mean? Like everybody want to be with Al Heyman.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So Ronnie reached out to Al Heyman, and Al Heyman don't talk to nobody. This man is like a ghost. Like, people don't even know how he look. You feel me? Al Heyman called me personally, and he was like, I'm going to make you a champion, but you just got to trust me. He was like, I got a special heart in my place for Augusta fighters. And the reason why, because Vernon Forrest was Al Heyman's first fighter.
Figured that.
You feel me?
That's
You know
dope.
what I'm saying? That was his very first fighter. And now Al Heyman is the biggest boxing manager in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why Floyd Mayweather is who he is. Adrian Broner is he who he, you feel me?
Yeah, okay,
so
okay.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's all because of Al. So everybody want to get with Al. So I signed with Al. Hey man, you feel me? Like you can't get no bigger than that.
Nah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
So that's how that happened. And I end up, it was just like, hey man, you got to see this kid. This kid can fight. He young, but he can fight. And Al don't do what he did with me no more with a lot of athletes. Al took me as an amateur and turned me pro. Al don't do that no more. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
So what's the difference between that? Like taking him as an amateur and turning him pro? Is he like training you to be a pro?
Yeah, basically just managing your career. It's just like you taking a baby and raising it. You feel me? Versus you saying, okay, I've been working with this kid. I mean, I seen this kid. He come from Langford. He already well developed on the court. You feel me? We want you to come to Butler. Okay. Versus this kid ain't even. You feel me? Like we gonna take this kid, we gonna build it. You feel me? And that's what it is. He took a car from scratch and built it into a pro world.
So, all right. So you sign with him. When you have your first fight, and not even a fight part. Now you sign you pro. Yeah. Like, how did that look to people? Like, do people think you got a lot of money now?
Oh, of course. Everybody think you got money just because you're professional.
You sign a contract, I would assume.
Sign a contract, exactly, but that ain't how that works. You already know that, man. It's just like, man, it's not how that works. They're not just giving you millions of dollars no more. You got to work for it. You got to earn it, you know?
And when you when you have your first fight as a pro, when is your first fight?
My first fight was in March. It was March, I think, March 2013.
Damn, it wasn't that long ago then.
Yeah, March 2013. I think I was 19. I just had turned 19 because my birthday in February. And I fought a tough kid. He was a pro debut too. You feel me? Like, and if you look at my resume, and a lot of people like, I don't take no easy fights. You feel me? I fight the best of the best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you that one too.
You feel me? Like that, and that's how we from. Like I don't fight no. I wasn't in a fighter that he fighting bums or tomato cans is what we call them. You feel me? So my first debut was a tough fight, and I ended up knocking him out. You feel me?
First fight, knockout,
and that's when they was like, wow, this kid can fight because he ain't fighting no bum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I mean, fighting somebody tough. Do you get in boxing? Like, do you get more credit when you do that?
Yeah, you definitely. I mean, in the boxing world, you're respected. I'm a respected athlete. You feel me? But to the people that don't know boxing, they see me like, oh my god, you know how many losses? You know, the first thing they say is how many losses you got. That's the first time somebody asks you if you found out.
Why do you think that matters?
I mean, because I call it the Floyd Mayweather era. They think undefeated means you can fight. You feel me?
Yeah, okay.
That don't mean you can fight because you undefeated. You know how many bums you can fight to be undefeated?
I was gonna say that because you can patent the stats. You can just take on anybody.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Versus Justin Deloach, you know, fighting a guy that's 17-0, 16-1, 17-1, 16-0. You feel me?
Yeah.
Versus, you know, matter of fact, the kid Jason Rosario, I just fought too. I felt I won the fight. The last round, it was a knockdown. The 6th round, I got caught. It was a knockdown, right?
Yeah, I seen that, yeah.
It started changing the momentum of the fight. 7th round, I fought a little scary. 8th round, I felt like I won. 9th round was close. 10th round, it wasn't a knockdown. He ended up winning the fight. And I go to say that Jason Rosario is now the unified junior middleweight champion of the world. You feel me?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? He ended up stopping Julian Williams, which was another champion. But that's just to show you, like, my resume is loaded. And I actually beat Jason, I feel. Hell, I
felt the same way.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it just show you, like, man, I don't fight no slouches. Like, the guys I'm fighting are contenders. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect, but I'm just calling a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are well managed. That's what we call them. You feel me?
So I guess since you brought the fights, I want to actually kind of go into that. So did you have like a huge streak or something of wins?
Big time. I went on a huge streak, and the streak was so tremendous because boxing is just like basketball. You know, it goes and runs. You feel me? But the reason why mine was so different because it was after a loss, and the 6 fights that I fought was all undefeated guys, or guys that only lost 1 fight. You feel me? And I'm spanking them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before the last 2 fights you had, what was your record before then?
It was what? 17-1. I was 17-1.
17-1. And the one fight you did lose at that time, did you feel like you lost?
Oh yeah, the last fight I was young. young, I just got caught with a good shot. That's one thing about boxing. I'm gonna tell you, like, a motherfucker gonna have to knock me out. It's gonna be hard to fight me.
Yeah.
Anybody can knock anybody out. You feel me?
So I didn't know that. So you have been knocked out.
Knocked down. Yeah, and the ref stopped the fight. Like my TKO. It was both refs stopped it. You know what I'm saying? You feel like, if the ref feel like you can't continue, of course he gonna stop it. You know what I'm saying? But
that's their job, though.
That's a good shot. You feel me? Anybody can catch anybody with a good shot. You feel me? But far as some motherfuckers just gonna beat my ass, you ain't just gonna beat my ass.
Well, when you lost that one, did you feel away, or was you just like, all right?
Man, all right. The most memorable loss that everybody identified me with. This is the fight that I really want to put emphasis on, because this one things changed for me. This is when the city changed, friends changed, family changed, money changed, everything changed. You know what I'm saying? And that was the Nathaniel Gallimore fight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was like, "Oh, Jip wasn't focused." Jip rapping. So that fight was the fight that defined. It showed the world two things. It showed the world that I'm a fighter. For one, that I'm a fighter, and you gonna have to kill me. You feel me? And it showed the world that I don't fight no slouches. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He's a good fighter.
He was definitely a great fighter, but a well-prepared Jip would have knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, the things people don't see, man, I was dealing with so much in the background. You feel me? For one,
right.
I should have backed out of the fight, because I was originally supposed to fight a kid named Fernando Guerrero. And Fernando backed out of the fight. I should have just put out the fight. But for one, the payday was amazing. You feel me? I wanted that money. You feel me? For two, I was dealing with some stuff, some personal issues, some financial issues, my family, you feel me? I wasn't training how I was supposed to be training, you know what I mean? I just won a belt, you feel me? It was just a young era, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nobody around me to tell me the truth.
Do you feel like that's kind of more so what you were worried about, the fact that, or not worried about, what you take from it, the fact that you were young, and just making a lot of decisions based off in the moment, and not really having somebody to say, hey, no, make this decision.
It's fast, exactly, because you got to think about it. When everybody looking at you like you're the one, really, you're the one. Like, nobody been on this level before. Yeah, you feel me? So it kind of humbles you, because in reality, the people that you answer to work for you.
So let me ask you that. So even you say that, and with the height you was at, like, do you feel like at that time it would have been beneficial for anybody to say, hey, that's the wrong decision to make? Hell yeah,
it would have been very beneficial if somebody just would have said, Justin, you ain't on your shit, you not working. Like,
you think you listened?
Hell yeah, I would have listened. If you're my corner man, or you somebody I look up to, and you just say, before I let you kill yourself, I'm gonna cut your ass off. Why won't you listen? Like, damn, you gonna cut me off? You gonna walk away from all this good shit?
But that's what I'm saying. So like, what if you say that and somebody feel like, well, if I tell him this, I might lose my job. But I guess to me, I feel like if you love the person, you really care for the person, really you just go ahead and take that.
And that's just, and I call it the guinea pig effect, because I'm the guinea pig of this shit. I'm the first one that's doing this on this level. So I'm gonna take the more losses. I'm gonna take the more lessons, cause ain't nobody. I gotta go through it. You feel me? So now I know if my kids want to box or something, I know, like, damn, I know how it works. Ain't nobody teaching this shit. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kind of learn on the fly.
I'm learning, and that's what my bro Maul tell me, man. You learning, you learned on the job. I did.
That's on the job training.
I on the job training for real.
What was your thoughts on there? Like, were you mad at the fight, or was it more so everything else around the fight?
Yeah, everything else around my fight, myself, you know what I'm saying, my team, but I blame myself for, I take responsibility, you feel me?
Probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
It's easy to blame yourself and get over it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, fast, so I was just like, damn, like, man, this ain't, and I still, like, man, that shit, like, man, I was depressed. I was mentally depressed about that shit. But a lot of people, they step back first. You feel me?
Yeah. But you're gonna feel that, and you're gonna get upset. You're like, damn,
fast.
It's all it took for you to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. It was when I came home from that fight, it was two people. Well, it was some people that man, I got a group of family that met me at the airport and embraced me. But outside of that, it was Jay Rudolph. He came and he fed me. He fed me and my wife.
Shout out to him.
Jay Rudolph, shout out to him. He was one of the first persons. He said, bro, I'm gonna come see you, drop you off a plate, bro. I'm proud of you. You feel me? And the second one was my bro, Paco, Alfonso Forrest. He came and pulled up on me too. You feel me?
That's love.
And that was love. You feel me? And they was just like, bro, we proud of you, boy. You want to fight. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that I love the most, like, shit. I'm poo. When you at the top, or when you know what Augusta seen me at the top, you feel me? But I was nowhere to the top where I'm, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was almost there, you feel me? So what I learned was, it definitely changed a lot of stuff, but the more things, it just showed me how many people fake kicked it. You feel me?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the biggest. You feel me? Because one thing about boxing is if you watch boxing, or I'm an old school fighter, I like to say, like, like it happens. We don't say shit when Curry and them lose the championship. You feel me?
Yeah,
We just wait till
yeah.
next year. Think of boxing like a season. You feel me? Damn, like the Jip had a bad year, but we'll see what he do next year. You feel me? So that's the mindset like a lot of people not gonna have because of the Floyd Mayweather era, I call it.
Right.
But the thing was, it really just exposed the people to show you how much wave riding is real. You feel me? The ones that you love that do it, that's the ones that hurt. You feel me?
Right.
Like, damn, you was just around me every day. You was doing this every day. Now it's like, you feel me? It's the ones that's routine. You feel me?
Right,
Like, motherfucker,
right.
I seen you every day until I lost. You call me every day until I lost. And that's one thing. You never get addicted to the outside. It's just it's the inside that hurts you. You
Yeah.
feel me? That's what got me. That's what got me. I feel like that's what depressed me. The ones that I love when they did that. Like, okay, if you a fan, I understood fan is a fan. And I also stood family is family, but family wasn't supposed to do what family did. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha.
Fans, yeah, they gonna come and go, motherfucker. You feel me? I'm a Detroit fan today, but if my favorite player go over there, nigga, I'm going to Milwaukee. You feel me? So that's just how it goes. So you can't. A fan gonna be a fan. So for me to stay out of my feelings, I treat fans as if they a fan.
Yeah.
You feel me? All right, cool. That shit ain't gonna hurt me, nigga. This boxing. But when your family like, boy, that nigga lost, boy.
Yeah,
Like, damn, nigga. I thought you were my man.
Yeah.
You feel me? Oh, he should have listened. Nah, nigga, like, you feel me? So
Like, it's so much different things that went on that led up to that fight.
yeah.
That I don't think you ever spoke about.
Yeah, fast.
Even after the fight, when you didn't speak about it, you didn't make excuses.
Yeah, don't. You
know
go
what I'm
to it.
saying?
You go to it.
You
Exactly.
congratulated him and you just kept it moving.
Kept it moving.
You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
man. He did what he had to do. I teach this to Butler also all the time. Hard work gonna beat talent any day.
Yeah.
He worked hard. Of course, I was the more talented fighter, but he worked hard. He wanted it more.
But the irony that you didn't even train for him though.
Exactly.
Like, you trained for somebody totally different.
Exactly. And
And
that's
still slack. You probably felt like I could slack and still
exactly,
beat the
man. I
person.
just thought I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna knock him out. You feel me? But hey, he was ready.
But at that time, you was ready. That's what you were doing. to
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
You
You know what I'm
going-
saying? So exactly. And I didn't walk the walk. You feel me? I should have been doing what I've been doing, but it's a learning process, man. Cause like I say, man, if you break it down, man, like 18 to 25, you feel me? That was my window of being a young athlete. Now I'm stepping into a new era, a new prime. I'm 26 now.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for 26 to 30. 18 and 25 is over with. You feel me? In my mind, I'm 0-0. You feel me? I was treating a NASCAR like it was a golf cart. You feel me? I'm a pro athlete. It's certain shit I shouldn't be doing. It's certain shit I should be doing. You feel me?
But now you also like you're a more mature athlete now.
Yeah,
So you know
yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I also feel like at that age you still stuck in a weird stage of having to be a kid.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wanting to enjoy your 20s.
20s, yeah.
And then wanting to have your career.
Yeah.
But also wanting to enjoy anything that come with your career.
Facts.
It's like it's so much
So
stuff.
much stuff. And people ain't never, and it say we're not gonna say people will never understand because people will never be in this position.
Like I was telling you, like I said,
Yeah.
it's different than being popular and being a star. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
was a star. So
Yeah.
it's certain things that come along with stars that people that popular are never
Facts.
they're never gonna experience.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm
Never
saying?
gonna experience.
It's now
Exactly.
you're not just dealing with issues here at home. It's
It's
everywhere.
management. You dealing with management. You dealing with
Business.
business. Exactly. And that's
Did you have to like switch teams or not teams? What you call it? Like I guess it is a team. Like
yeah,
people that-
teams. Yeah, definitely. I call myself trying to switch teams, being mad. Why y'all ain't nobody speak up for me? Why we fought? Trying to do that shit. You feel me?
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
got you.
but man, like I'm with man. I'm gonna just give a special shout out to my coach, like Lucius Robinson. Like he's one of the best. I wouldn't trade him for nothing. You feel me? Cause he was one of the ones who believed before.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Got you.
This before. You feel me? So it's like, damn, like everybody like maybe you should get a new trainer. You ever had a motherfucker tell you how to run your podcast and ain't never did a podcast in their damn life.
Listen, man, don't get me started, man.
All right, you know what I mean?
trouble.
You feel me? So you got a lot of motherfuckers out there telling you how to keep your hands up and they never threw a punch.
It's just one of them things where people could tell you how to do it, they never did it.
They never did it, exactly. You know, and that's why I tell people, man, they be like, how you handle it, man? I'm in the man, this sport get criticized by people who never even touched the ring. I never even threw a punch. You feel me?
But I think it's hard for me just being an athlete, bro. Like,
period.
Deal with
too much, exactly, man.
Being a great athlete, because if you just mediocre, it's okay. Like, nothing really changes for you half the time. But if you like a great athlete,
fast.
It could change in a minute.
In a minute, fast.
Yeah, but it's like the minute somebody see darkness, they just kind of
they shy away from you.
That's it. Would you fight UFC? That's kind of crazy.
Oh hell no, I ain't doing that shit. I'm a fighter, man. I'm a smart fighter. You know, boxing is 90% mental and 10% physical.
What you thought when Floyd fought? All
right, tell me this: what did Floyd wear to the ring?
Shorts. I don't know.
No, what he had on his face? A ski mask, right? Oh, yeah. He raw boxing. He raw boxing. This shit a business, man. This shit is business, man. First of all right, stop right there. Stop right there. They was gonna pay Chris Brown and Soulja Boy $1 million to fight.
I remember that.
I ain't made $1 million yet, and I fight. It's a business. It's about the asses you put in seats, and that's because your fan base. This shit is a business. I call it the WWE. Now this is some other completely shit, but this is shit that people don't understand. You feel me? Boxing is a business. You know what I'm saying? So now that we got through the business side, finally boxers are losing now. So now boxing is going back to boxing.
Yeah, I see that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You get what I'm so the business over. I call, like I say, the Floyd Mayweather era. Oh, you undefeated. Nah, fuck that. If you can fight, you can fight. So boxing is now kind of shifting back to the, okay, damn, this motherfucker, we just want to see the best fight the best. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is about. So yeah.